Hi there, welcome. This is Vince of vinceprep.com and Agos Japan. Talking about the Harvard Business School interview, one of my favorite topics, one of my favorite things to do is help people prepare for this interview because I think the preparation helps you in life. Harvard Business School interview is a test of your ability to succeed in the case method, and I think being able to succeed in the case classroom is useful whether or not you're at Harvard Business School or any business school. It's just good life skill to be able to think on your feet. So, strengths and weaknesses is a topic that causes a lot of anxiety for my clients as they're preparing for the HBS interview. I have lots of tips on my website. One of the fastest ways to find it is just go to Google or your search engine of choice and just type Vince Strength Weakness. Vince is me. Strength weakness is the topic, and you'll get my website. It's the top hit, or just go straight over here, and here's the long URL that I won't read, but find it on Google or find it on VincePrep. How to discuss your strengths and weaknesses, but the purpose of this video is a little different because before you can talk about your strengths and weaknesses, you need to know what they are. My clients usually get outside themselves to figure out their strengths and weaknesses. They usually take a personality test or a soft skills assessment. The one I prefer is Reflect by GMAT. It's sold by the same wonderful folks that sold you your GMAT test. It's not cheap. It's about $100. But I like it because the report is very comprehensive. There's lots of tools and resources. There are cheaper versions. Well, there are cheaper type of things you can use as well. Strengths Finder isn't bad. That's published by Gallup, the people that do surveys. What I like about Strengths Finder is it's sold by GMAT, but it's powered by a company called Hogan, and they're like the Mercedes-Benz of these kind of soft skills assessments. So I'm using it with my clients now, and it's giving us good results, meaning it's giving us useful content for an external view of my clients' weaknesses and strengths that they then can use to turn into believable answers. One of the questions that causes anxiety that Harvard sometimes likes to ask is, describe something that you should start doing, something that you should keep doing, and something that you should stop doing. So they're asking for three different things. One that you should start, which is something you should improve about yourself, and something you should keep doing, which is a strength, and something you should stop doing, which is another weakness. It's a way to talk about weaknesses. So once you have those three strengths and three weaknesses with multiple examples, then this kind of question is no longer difficult. It's very difficult from nothing. It's a test of your self-awareness. It's also a test of your ability to put together a complex answer in real time, because that's exactly what you'll need to do if you get cold called by a professor in a case class, in the classroom at HBS, based on the reading or the homework. What would you do in this scenario, or what's your assessment of how this and that relate to the third thing? It's kind of quick analytical, verbal, debate type conversations that happen in the case classroom. Another way they ask about strength weakness is from outside perspectives. So why do people feel that you have this weakness? They're assuming, they're sensing it in the written application or in the recommendation letter. They want to know why you think some people think that you have a certain weakness. That's hard, but not hard if you know yourself and if you thought about yourself from outside perspectives. Also, they say, going back to high school, what would your high school friends say are your three strengths and three weaknesses? And then maybe following up on that, how about college? In other words, how did you change any of those strengths or weaknesses between high school, college, and then even up until now? Current coworker, what would she say is your strengths, three strengths and three weaknesses? So they're asking about the topic from multiple perspectives to see how you organize an answer, and most importantly, how well you really know yourself. So you really need to have a clear sense of yourself and lots of examples ready to share. Once you have weaknesses, then you won't be scared of a question like this that they sometimes ask about, tell me about three failures you've had. Well, if you have three weaknesses, then each failure is just an example of that weakness. So it's not hard if you have a core logic that's based on a careful and serious self-reflection. So this has to do with the how of the interview. Last video I made, I talked about the why, going through your application, asking yourself why I did this, why I did that, so that you have a sense of how to explain your motivations for choosing your university, your major, your career. This video is more about explaining how certain strengths or weaknesses are shown in real life. Examples of strengths are your achievements, your accomplishments. Examples of your weaknesses are often failures or setbacks or disappointments. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for the latest updates. My subscription base is growing steadily. I love getting emails from YouTube saying that someone subscribed to me. You can subscribe anonymously. The benefit to you is that you will be alerted by YouTube when I've uploaded a new video. And it helps me build my audience, so I also really appreciate it. Most of all, work hard, do the best on your interview, and thanks again for watching. Bye for now.